Today on MTG Unpacked, it's Alpha Clash time again, and we're getting stuck into this awesome superhero TCG lately. So today we're taking a look at the two-player Clash kit. So we have Mean Streak versus Machina. And what do we get here? So we have two decks. We also have 11 Clash Kit exclusive cards. That's cool. And 1 in every 10 Clash Kits includes alternate gold foil version of The Last Stand. So we'll be keeping our eyes peeled for that. So this is the Clash Kit for the second set, Clashgrounds. And that was released near the end of 2023. So I'm slowly catching up on our way for the fifth set that's coming out near the end of March. So we'll get into this one here. So Mean Streak is like a speedster type character. And we'll see what this deck is all about. And of course they are pretty difficult to get out of here. So you've got to be a little careful getting them out. Let's see if we can do this. There we go. So our contender here, and it's very sparkly as well, we have Mean Streak. And what is that? Mean Streak boosted. Okay, so contender here, starting life total there, 25. So the abilities here, his if you're at 25 or more, Clash cards you control with no streak counters get trigger attack, put 1 streak counter on this card. And once per turn during your primary phase, you may engage this card and remove 2 streak counters from among Clash cards you control. If you do, draw 1 card. Okay, so getting some card draw there. If you're down to 15 life, Clash cards your opponents control get -1, -0. And I do like that really sparkly foil here. That's cool. So here's a 1-0 and of course an alpha. Alright, and next, oh, okay, so we get another foil. Downtown Chicago. Weapons cost 1 additional resource of any color to attach. So this is a Clashground, so you can only have 1 of these on the battlefield at a time. Was not expecting to get so many foils here. That's cool. So there's Downtown Chicago again. So 2 of those. Then we have Somewhere in New York City. So Alpha Clash cards get Trigger Obstruct. This card gets +0/+1 until end of turn. No foil on that one. Okay, so we're getting 2, 3, and 4 of those. All right, no foils. Then we have Streaks Inbound. So this is a action clash buff. So those are like responses. You can pump up your characters and so forth, your Clash cards. You may only play this card if your contender is a blue alpha, which of course he is here. And target contender or Clash card you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Then you may draw 1 card. Alright, so Streaks Inbound. We have 4 of those. Okay, here's another foil. Very cool. Mean Streak, the Unstoppable. So get a good look at that. So that is a Clash card. Has trigger, enter, put 1 streak counter on target Clash card you control. And if this card has 2 or more streak counters on it, it gets +1, -1, and Breakthrough. So I think Breakthrough is sort of like Trample in Magic. Correct me if I'm wrong. So here's a 3/4. Okay, so creeping up the resource curve there. There's another foil. So 2 there and 2 non-foil. Good deal. Then we have Mean Streak Quick Reflexes. So this one is a 4/4 Clash card. Trigger Victory. If this card has 3 or more streak counters on it, ready this card. If not, put 1 streak counter on this card. This effect triggers only once per turn. And it has a trigger on defeat. Put 2 streak counters on target Clash card you control. So he costs 4 resources. And if you're not aware, any card you can play as a resource, you just turn it upside down in your resource part of your battlefield. So we have another non-foil version. Then we have a non-foil Mean Streak Newfound Powers. So this is a 2 resource Clash card, 0/2. Trigger upon entry is put 2 streak counters on this card. This card gets +1/+0 for each streak counter on it. Okay, so we're getting, I'm guessing 4. Yeah, most of these we're getting 4. Then we have Plasmax. So here has flight and also a trigger on defeat, ready up to 2 cards in your resource zone. So a 4/4, 5 resource cost. So we're getting towards the late game here, mid to late game. So 2 of those. Then we have Raging Plasmax. So this one, vanilla Clash card here with flight, 2/2 and 2 resource cost. Alright, 2 of those. Then we have T-Bone, Eager Contestant. So another Clash card here. Trigger upon victory is ready this card. Then it gets +0/+1 until the start of your next turn. This effect triggers only once per turn. So let's see, 4 of these guys. Then T-Boned. He is ripped well and truly. Powers unlocked. So a 5/4 loyalty Clash card. Well, not loyalty, that's magic. It's resource cost. So we have 4 of those. Then we have Terrence T-Bone Bonard. So just a low end 2/1 for 1 resource. And these are non-foil as well. Okay. And then we have Streaks Assemble. So this is a trap. So these guys enter upside or face down. And he's a 2 resource cost counter attack. Put 2 streak counters on target Clash card you control. Remove those counters after this clash. So the traps, I believe they've borrowed from Yu-Gi-Oh! And here we have Streaks. Go help. I like how it's very subtle foiling there, not over the whole thing. So this is another trap accessory here. 2 resource cost counter attack. Put 1 streak counter on target Clash card you control. Then choose 1. That card gets interception to end of turn, and I think that's sort of like reach. That card gets super speed until end of turn. Okay, not familiar with that. And you also notice in the bottom corner, not sure how well that comes out, ST, I think are the exclusive cards for this deck. So we've got 2 of those in foil and then 2 non-foil. Then we have T-Bone Shockwave. So another trap here, 2 resource costs. Counter on player. You may activate this trap if the Clash card being played has an initial resource cost of 4 or more. That card enters play engaged. So think of engaged as like a tapped state. Then we have Lefty on the way. So a basic action here. Put 1 streak counter on target Clash card you control. So let's see here, 3, 4 of those. Then we have Streaks Engage. So another basic action, 2 resource costs. Put 1 streak counter on each of up to 2 target Clash cards you control. So 2 of those. And then here we go, the last stand. I'm guessing this is not the gold foil version. I'm thinking the last stand would probably be embossed. So let me know in the comments if you know about that. So this is New York. This is a Clash ground. So the 3 resource costs there. So what is that? Alpha Hunter and some other, I'm not sure. Is that Speedsters or not sure what that is. Clash cards get +0/+1. And those particular Clash cards you control get trigger Obstruct. Ready this Clash card after this clash. This effect triggers only once per turn. You may only play this card if you control at least 1 Alpha Hunter or whatever that symbol is. I'm a bit new to this game, as you might know. Okay, so let me know in the comments if you know what that other symbol is. Okay, so now we'll get on to the Machina deck. So we've got our Speedster on the first one. This looks like a big, heavy-duty dude. Like a, think of it probably like big creatures in Magic would be my guess. So our contender here, Machina Savage Striker. So another alpha, and the 25 life total once per turn during your primary phase. you may engage this card and send a non-trap accessory you control to Oblivion. If you do, deal 2 damage to target contender or clash card, then draw 1 card. And if your life goes down to 15 or less, whenever an accessory you control is sent to Oblivion from play, target clash card you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So he is a 1/0 there. And next we have Antarctica. Okay, so obviously a Clash Ground, 2 resource cost. Trigger upon entry is deal 1 damage to all Alpha Clash cards. At the start of each player's turn, deal 1 damage to all Alpha Clash cards. So the Alphas in the corner, the team denoting there is the Alpha. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, and another foil here. So we have Siberia, another Clash Ground. So 3 resource costs for this one. I like how that sparkles. Clash cards lose super speed and can't get super speed. Okay, that's a bit of a game changer against this other deck. Attached costs of red weapons are reduced by, I guess, a single red resource. And attached costs of black weapons are reduced by a single black resource. So then we get, all right, that's a non-foil. So just 2 there. Then we have Energy Explosion, and this is a free Clash buff. That's cool. You may only play this card if your contender is red. Target contender or Clash card you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Then you may draw 1 card. All right, so nice buff there for our contender. So we have 4 of those. Actually, that will buff Clash cards as well, not just the contender. Then we have Flare, a 1 resource cost 1/1. Once per turn during your primary phase, you may engage this card. If you do, deal 1 damage to target Clash card or contender. So let's see, 4 of those, awesome. Then we have Flare Solar Force. So this is a beefier one, 5 resource cost for a 5/5 with flight. That's a good deal. 2 of those. Then we have Torque Expelling Energy. So a 4 resource 2/4 has Enrage 1, and a trigger on defeat you may deal 2 damage to target contender or Clash card. I am not familiar with the Enrage mechanics, so please let me know in the comments what that's about. We have Machina, so a Clash card here, 4 resource for a 5/3. Just a vanilla Clash card there, so 3, 4 of those. Oh, and a foil. Let's check it out. We have Machina Heavy Brawler. So a 5 resource cost Clash card, 3/5, trigger attack. Put target non-trap accessory with an initial resource cost of 2 or less from your Oblivion into your accessory zone. Okay, so just the 1 foil there. And we've got another non-foil there. Torque, 2/1 for a single red resource. So we're looking at 4 of those. Then we've got Torque, Forceful Hitter. So a 4 resource 3/3 Clash card. Whenever a Clash card is defeated by non-Clash damage, deal 1 damage to target contender. Okay, so 3, 4 of these. And another foil, we have Shrapnel. And this is another one of these exclusive cards, ST, in the corner there. So a 2 resource cost Relic accessory. Okay, so relics, I believe, are a new thing in Clash Grounds. The trigger upon entry is deal 1 damage to target Clash card. And when this card leaves play, deal 1 damage to target contender. And we do get 2 foils there and 2 non-foils, followed by Metal Barrage. So a 2 resource trap accessory, counter attack, deal 2 damage to target attacking Clash card. If that Clash card is defeated by this effect, deal 2 damage to target contender. Alright, so 3, 4 of those. And then we have Solar Flare. So 1 resource cost trap, counter attack, send target attacking Clash card with an attack power of 2 or less to Oblivion. So Oblivion is like the graveyard of Alpha Clash. Then we have Energy Shield. So a 1 resource cost weapon. So this enters in your accessory zone. Attach cost is a single red resource. Attach clash card gets +0, +1, and enrage 1. So these are all non-foil. So we have 4 of those and an awesome heavy metal. So another weapon here, 2 resource costs on this one. Attach cost is a single red. Whenever the attached clash card attacks, you may engage this card. If you do, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card's an accessory, put it into your hand. If it's not, deal 1 damage to target contender you don't control. So we're getting 2 foils there and 2 non-foils. Okay, so looks like 2 very different decks here. So that would be fun playing these against each other. These go for $20 US on TCG Player at time of filming. So a pretty cheap entry point to get into the Alpha Clash TCG. Let me know in the comments what you think about these decks. And if you've missed any of the Alpha Clash videos on the channel, I'll pop a link in the corner to the complete playlist. Hope everyone's staying safe and healthy out there. Thanks for watching and have a great day.